How are you?
Fine. How are you? Decided if you're asexual yet?
Decided not to be so bitter yet.
I don't remember you being so sarcastic.
Yeah, sorry. I've been reading a lot of your blogs recently, but I'm good, thanks. Uni's going well. I'm just back at home for the holidays for the moment.
Huh. What are you studying again?
Are you trying to get to know me?
Me being polite is not trying to get to know you.
Then why ask?
I guess I must finally be losing my grip on sanity.
I knew it.
You what?
You missed me.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm studying English literature.
Really? And what are you planning on doing with that?
That's what my nan keeps asking.
My nan asked me the same thing when I was at uni. In fact, she only just stopped asking.
Oh, what made her stop?
She died.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I was thinking of maybe following the family tradition.
And what's that?
Being a jobless layabout. It's either that or become an academic.
There's a difference?
Haha. Speaking of uni, I took your advice.
Which bit?
I decided to go looking for people like us. So I joined my university's LGBTQ union.
Ah, that veritable institution in which we are the veritable etceteras.
If you're going to start being bitter and sarcastic again, I'll just go.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
They're just the sort of people you'd moan about, and mock. But I like them. They do a lot of good, and I've learnt loads from them already. Stuff about the LGBT history that I never would have learned elsewhere. Plus, I've met loads of new people and made loads of new friends. We're even going to be in the march at Brighton Pride next year.
That's nice. Meet any asexuals?
I am, at the moment anyway, the only asexual. But they want to recruit more, and they want me to help with that.
They want your help. Even though you're still not sure whether you actually are asexual.
Well, yeah, but what better way to find out? It's like when you were in school, you know. Your teacher, in order to make sure you understood, I don't know, how quadratic equations were solved, would get you to explain it to another student. Get it? If I can explain what it's like to be asexual to other people, maybe that'll show that I understand it myself.
Being able to understand quadratic equations doesn't make you a mathematician.
Oh, but it's a start. And it's not like I'm doing it just for myself. We're doing a whole series on social media, you see. I'll be raising awareness of what asexuality is, while at the same time encouraging other asexuals to come join the union. It's a really great opportunity.
Yeah, sounds it.
Oh, we think it's going to help a lot of people.
I'm sure it will.
So, would you mind helping?
What?
Like, do you have any advice? They want me to write a good speech, but I've never done anything like that before. And
It's just the technical aspects of writing you need help with, is it?
well, maybe there are still a few things about asexuality I'm struggling to understand. Will you help me, please?
And why would I want that?
Well, you said yourself that you like to know when you've got someone's attention.
Yeah, but they don't want to hear from me, do they?
I don't know what to write. I've got nothing to say, and you've got so much to say that you've dedicated a whole blog to it.
My experiences aren't yours.
I don't have any experiences.
Well, there you go. Then you've got something to put in your speech. That's what they want to hear about.
Oh, come on, please. All we need is something short. I know that's not exactly what you're used to, but we can try. It just needs to be something they can understand. Something about what it's like being asexual. The fears, the doubts, how it's difficult to feel seen. Something like that.
Whoa. What are you talking about? Fears? Doubts? I never mentioned anything about any doubts.
Well, maybe you didn't say it explicitly, but didn't you say at the end of the day we're all the same?
We're all the same, but in different ways.
I don't think that makes sense.
Look, how you feel is how you feel. Don't go making assumptions about everyone else, okay? Fears and doubts. What makes you think that I have any? And if I did, what makes you think that I'd share them with you? What? Just so that you can take them and pass them off as your own? How is that going to help you?
I just want your help so that they can help, because that's what they want to do. They want to help people like us.
Well, bravo to them!
You know, people who might be confused.
There you go again, putting words in my mouth.
Well, fine. Why don't you give the talk?
I'm sorry?
If you're so concerned about me putting words in your mouth, why don't you come and give the talk yourself? We're always having guest speakers at the union, and you even get paid. Well, not paid, but you get your travel expenses covered. And lunch.
Why, may I ask, would I want to do that?
To support your only fan who doesn't post gratuitous gifts.
He has actually toned them down in recent weeks.
Is that a no then?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes to the no!
Oh.
Did you really think I was going to say yes? Giving the lecture is your crappy job.
Well, I didn't ask for it though.
And I'm sure they didn't ask you to be their only asexual member, but it is what it is. Look, I know what you're feeling. Okay? That's a lot. But I can imagine what you're feeling. You're being asked to explain asexuality to a bunch of uni students. I can't think of a demographic for whom sexual indifference would be a bigger enigma. If it's a puzzle to the pair of us, imagine how it'll be for them.
You make it sound as if sex is all they have on their mind.
I'm sure they can spare a minute for other things.
Oh, come on, please. It'll be really easy, and you'll be helping me out.
But they asked you to do it. If you don't want to, just tell them.
No. I don't want to let them down. They're nice people. I think you might actually like them.
Really?
Well, okay, maybe not. But I like them. They're funny and nice, and they've done so much to make me feel welcome.
Why do I feel like there is a but coming?
I don't know. Sometimes, when I'm at one of the meetings, or we're out at the SU bar, I feel disconnected. I'm not even sure if that's the right word.
Lonely. You feel lonely. We often feel most alone when we're surrounded by others.
Maybe you're right. It's not their fault, though. I think they can tell I don't feel right, and they try their best, they really do. I think that's why they asked for my help with this outreach. It's their way of making me feel involved, but I don't know. I can't really put it into words. Even when I try talking it through with Liam, I can't explain it properly.
Sorry, but am I supposed to know who this Liam is?
Right, of course. Sorry. I have a habit of rehearsing conversations before starting them, but then forget what I've told you and what I just thought about telling you. Liam, he's just a friend. Well, I guess you could call him my best friend. Anyway, I met Liam on orientation day. He, like me, was completely lost.
You know, a simple "he's a friend" would have been enough.
Sorry. I get carried away sometimes.
Only sometimes. Oh, I can't even remember what we were talking about.
You were about to agree to giving a talk to my uni about asexuality.
That is blatantly not true.
Worth a try. It was about me feeling like I don't fit in.
Well, that's no surprise, is it?
What do you mean?
I don't mean just you in particular. Talking about the entire ace community. Have we ever truly felt as if we belong in the LGBT community?
How would I know?
Look, I've been thinking about it a lot since the first time you told me that you joined the union. In fact, I might write a blog post about it. What's the one thing that typically binds communities together? Hardship and struggle. And that is exactly what the asexual community is lacking.
I don't know. I'm finding things a bit difficult at the moment.
No. I don't mean like that. Look, the LGBT community, they have centuries worth of abuse and prejudices weighing on their shoulders. They've battled governments and churches, fighting the whole world for the acceptance that they deserve. And they're bound together by that common struggle for equality. But us? What have we asexuals faced? At worst, we're treated like magical unicorns. A nice idea, but unlikely to be real. And at best, we're shown a polite interest before being swiftly forgotten. Look, how can we stand shoulder to shoulder with the rest of the LGBT community when we have no idea of the pain that they have suffered? Well?
I don't think I agree.
What?
What we face, Listen, I went out and I did my research, okay? I found people like us. There's this woman on Instagram. She has millions of followers, and every time she makes a post, even if it has nothing to do with asexuality, there are hundreds of comments saying that because of how she looks and how she dresses, she can't be asexual. Then there are people who tell us that we haven't found the right person yet, or that we're scared, or that the only reason we are the way we are is because we were abused as children. Did you know that people who identify as asexuals are more likely to undergo conversion therapy? Our worst case scenario isn't that people don't believe we exist. It's that people believe we need to be corrected. But you're right when you say our best case is that people forget about us. Doesn't that wear you down, Max? Every day we have to hold up our hands and say, don't forget us. We're here as well.
You're, I guess, right in a way. I tell people that you're asexual and a sort of glaze comes over their face and it's as if they no longer see you.
It's called erasure, and that's what we have to put up with.
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, you said it yourself. We're not in any media. We're not on any sexual orientation surveys. People look at us like we're Jabberwockies.
Jabberwockies?
We're studying Lewis Carroll at the moment.
So this is what you want your speech to be about.
What?
You want to legitimize you.
What do you mean?
You're raising the proverbial hand hoping to be noticed. You think that if you can make your peers believe that you exist, they can make you believe you exist. You want to go into a room and talk about your fears and your hardships, and you want them to all nod and agree and say stuff like, oh yeah, me too, and same here.
Is that so wrong?
I couldn't say. Just wonder whether in the end it will all be worth it.
We shouldn't do this anymore.
What? Where did that come from?
We should have a Zoom instead.
Oh.
That way, at least I'll be able to see your face.
I knew it. After getting a taste of my magnetic personality, another woman has fallen head over heels for me.
I really hope you wrote that with a sarcastic tone. It's just, if we're face to face, it'll be easier to have a conversation.
We seem to be managing quite well at the moment.
Yeah, but sometimes it's days between responses.